All right, the 2026 Oscars are done, and the hot take factory is already running at full speed because, well, surprise, surprise, the ratings dropped. 17.86 million viewers, down 9% from last year, the lowest since 2022. Now Hollywood and ABC will spin this every way they can, and they already have. But here's what they don't lead with. The show was available on ABC and Hulu, on a platform with over 50 million subscribers, and it still dropped. So today, we're doing the autopsy. The Oscars didn't fail at content, they failed at attention. And those are two very different problems, so let's get into it. Welcome back to The Critical Nerd. If you're here for the post-show autopsy, the real reason fewer people watched and what would actually fix this format, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. So, all right, let's do this clean. Here are the facts, clean and simple. 17.86 million viewers on ABC and Hulu combined, down 9% from last year's 19.7 million. The adult 18 to 49 demo, the number advertisers really care about, well, it dropped 14%. The last time the Oscars had this few viewers was way back in 2022, and this is the first viewership drop in 5 years. Snapping a streak Hollywood had been quietly celebrating. Now ABC and Disney will tell you the social media numbers were up, 42% more impressions, over 184 million interactions on the night, 129 million video views across Academy platforms alone. And yeah, that's real. But here's the translation. People watched clips of the Oscars, not the Oscars. The Oscars aren't irrelevant. It migrated. And that distinction is the entire story. Let's start with the simplest reason, fatigue. Award season is not one night anymore. It's a 3-month marathon. We have nominations talk, predictions, campaign drama, snubs discourse, precursor awards, red carpet coverage, fashion breakdowns, speech rankings. By the time the Oscars actually arrives, it doesn't feel like a finale. It feels like another episode. And when people feel like they already know the winners or the narratives, live viewing becomes, well, let's just say optional. Then there's the runtime problem. A 3-hour plus show in 2026 is basically asking your audience to do a digital detox with commercial breaks. People don't watch ceremonies anymore. They watch timestamps. Now the bigger structural issue, fragmentation. The Oscars used to be a monocultural event or moment. Everybody watched the same movies. Everybody knew the nominees. Everybody had opinions. Now the audience is split into 1,000 microtribes. You've got franchise people, horror people, animation people, prestige drama people, YouTube essay people, TikTok recap people, and the I only watch streaming people. And a lot of viewers haven't seen a single nominated film. So the Oscars becomes this party where half the audience doesn't know the guests, doesn't know the inside jokes, and it doesn't feel invited. And we had real competition this year that doesn't get talked about enough. The World Baseball Classic semifinal between the US and the Dominican Republic pulled in 7.37 million viewers over on Fox, a record for a WBC game in America on the same night. So yes, attention was genuinely split. But here's the core truth. It's not movies are dead. It's the shared experience is dead. Now I'm going to say the quiet part out loud. A lot of people don't tune out because of the movies. They tune out because they're tired of being lectured. Every year, a few stars who can't help themselves get the mic, get the global audience, and treat the Oscars like a political platform. And look, people are allowed to have opinions. That's not the issue. The issue is the audience didn't buy a ticket to a sermon. Most viewers sitting at home are thinking, I worked all week. I'm trying to be entertained for one night. And instead they get scolded. Moral grandstanding and celebrity speeches that sound like they were written by a PR team that lives on social media. And the result is predictable. Viewers disengage, or they watch it as clips later, because it's easier to skip the lecture and just see the winners. That's not a partisan statement. That's a consumer behavior statement. People tune in for movies. They tune out when it turns into a TED Talk. And the comment sections aren't subtle about this. People are exhausted, not because they don't have opinions. They have plenty of opinions, but because they came to watch movies to get celebrated, not to be told what to think. And now the real killer. The Oscars' best product is no longer the show. It's the clip. Think about what the Oscars is actually good for in 2026. The monologue clip, the awkward moment clip, the surprise win clip, the speech clip, the reaction shot, the fashion moment, the meme. People already know the highlights will be everywhere the next morning, so why sit through 3 hours? The new behavior is simple. I'll watch the winners online. I'll watch the speech if it goes viral. I'll watch the joke if it's funny. I'll watch the moment if it's messy. The Oscars is being cannibalized by, well, the Oscars. Live TV is now just the beta test for the TikTok edit. And starting in 2029, the ceremony moves to YouTube through 2033. That's not a business pivot. That's an admission that the audience already left. The show is just finally catching up. All right, now we need to talk about fixes. And what I mean by fixes, I mean real fixes. How do we fix these award shows? Well, the first one is hard cap it at 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours, no exceptions. You want the audience back? Respect their time. A 3-hour show in 2026 is not a premium experience. It's an endurance test. Fix number 2, front load the stakes. Put a major award early. You need people to feel like, if I miss the first 20 minutes, I miss history. Right now, the show saves the big ones for the end, and people tap out before they get there. Fix number 3, own the clip economy. Release official clips in real time. Clean, fast, shareable. During the broadcast itself. Stop pretending the clips are eating your audience. They are. Get ahead of it. Clip number 4, make one category interactive. Give live viewers something exclusive. One moment where being there in real time actually matters. And fix number 5, the bonus fix nobody wants to say, make it about the movies. No politics, no platforms, no whatever the cause of the week is, just movies. Because people will tolerate a lot, but they won't sit through 3 hours of being talked down to. The Oscars used to be escapism. Give people a reason to escape into it again. So here's the bottom line. 17.86 million people still watched. That's the number one primetime entertainment show of the entire season. But the 9% drop on a night with ABC and Hulu, well, that's a signal. Not a death knell. It's a signal. The problem isn't who hosted. It isn't what movies were nominated. The problem is that it's a 3-hour format asking for full attention from an audience that's fragmented, fatigued, and exhausted from being lectured at in a world that gives you 30 seconds to turn a click. And Hollywood still hasn't figured out an answer for that. So drop your take in the comments. Would you watch the Oscars live if it was 2 hours, fast, fun, and actually about movies? Or are award shows just, well, are they just cooked at this point? That's all I have for now. I'm the Critical Nerd. Keep your expectations low and your receipts high, and I will catch you in the next one.